You've seen Cindy Crawford on 100 magazine covers, but you've never seen her like this, and E.T. is next.
There's a reason this 94 Taurus comes with front-wheel drive, V6 power, anti-lock brakes. There's a reason it gives you dual airbags, and a reason it offers four-wheel independent suspension. The reason is simple. The Taurus was built for the signs of our times. The Ford Taurus, the best-selling car in America. Drive one today at your local Northwest Ford dealer.
Once an editor from a fancy food magazine came to write about my cooking.
Bet you never rode in a pickup truck with kitchen knives in the floorboard before.
I've never ridden in a pickup truck before.
They wanted my recipes, but when I told them Rotel tomatoes and green chilies was my secret ingredient, they told me no brand name. But Rotel's what gives any recipe the zesty taste of Southwest cooking. A taste that'll jumpstart your heart and make you glad you're hungry. I couldn't duplicate Rotel, just never told them I used it till now.
La da da dee dee dee, la da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. These are the days. La da da dee dee, eternity, la ba ba dee dee.
Your gift with any $32 Eternity from Men purchase. Admire and Frank.
How many cuts of meat is Safeway? We got beef tenderloin, beef sirloin tip.
I have round roast, rump roast,
Brisket, T-bone steak, New York strip steak, cube steak, sandwich steak, filet mignon.
That's right. Ground beef, ground pork, ground lamb, ground turkey, ground chicken.
Pork spare ribs, St. Louis style ribs, baby back ribs, country style ribs. We got pork loin chops,
Boneless pork chops,
butterfly pork chops.
lamb.
rack of lamb, leg of lamb,
Lamb shank.
lamb,
Veal cutlet, veal scallopini, stir-fry meat, and stew beef. Did I say kebabs? Kebabs.
Tough choices between careers and families. Some answers at 11.
This is my friend Sarah. Let me do one quick one for you, Brady. I like your wagon. It's a pretty good way of getting around.
Yeah, it tickles, doesn't it? There's a little smile.
Supermodel Cindy Crawford proves she has a super heart to match. The love affair between Michael Jackson and Pepsi loses all its fizz, and Raquel Welch drops in on Burt Reynolds to catch up on old times. Entertainment Tonight has it all for you this Monday, November 15th, 1993.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mary Hart.
And I'm John Tesh. Virtually every move she makes in public is recorded by the paparazzi or by the gossip columnist. That is the price of celebrity for a supermodel married to movie star Richard Gere. But it is a very private crusade Cindy Crawford wages behind the scenes that is perhaps closest to her heart. Michael Scott reports.
She's got the look, the calendar, the video, her own MTV show, and a movie star husband. More importantly, Cindy Crawford says she's got a life.
Are you two affectionate, romantic when you're together?
Yeah. To me, to go to the grocery store in the morning and have food in the house, like that is something, that's a gesture that shows that I care. You know, like especially if I'm going to be gone out of town and I make sure there's groceries for him. That to me is romantic because it's me taking care of him. Richard, you know, he'll like play guitar and come sit on the bed in the morning and play a song on the guitar, you know, and that's romantic because that's what he does.
How important is having a family for you?
It's very important. I think what else is, for me, it's like that's the reason I'm here. But is it imminent? Is that what you're asking?
Well, what about Cindy and Richard's family?
Yeah, that's why we got married. So, but I don't feel it's unreasonable to be, like the second we got married, everyone was like, so. And the thing is I don't think it's that uncommon to want to be married for a year or two before all of a sudden you make another change and have a baby. And I mean, your life keeps changing and changing and changing.
One of the few rough spots in Cindy's life is how to plan a vacation.
We're having a little bit of conflict on where we should go. He wants to go to China and Tibet, and I want to go to a beach. So we may do part of it together and then part of it apart because I need a vacation right now, and he needs some kind of cultural
spiritual
input, an adventure. You know, I'm just like not into being an adventurer right now.
While Cindy Crawford lives much of her life in the public eye, there is one chapter she's kept very quiet. 19 years ago, she lost her only brother, Jeffrey, to leukemia. Cindy was 8, Jeffrey was 4. Over the past 3 years, she has contributed to the University of Wisconsin's Children's Hospital.
Those are beautiful. Look at these flowers, Sarah. Did you smell them? Thank you so much.
I joined Cindy as she visited with the patients who benefit from her gift of a recreation room and medical and personal services, which make their stays more comfortable.
Where are you from, Debbie? Wausau? Do you know Angelo's Pizza?
Yeah.
My uncle owns that. My uncle's Angelo. Hi, Kathy. I love your hat. How old are you? ¿Cuántos años? Tienes? 17. My name's Cindy. Nice to meet you. How are you doing hanging out in the hospital? Do you recognize this person, Sarah? Look. Who is it?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't. You're being a little stinker. When my brother was diagnosed with leukemia in 1973, we were living in Illinois, still are, my mother, and this was the not the nearest place, but the best place that met our needs. And so he was treated here for almost 2 years, leukemia. But back then, things weren't as good as they are now. Monkey doodle.
Traveling with Cindy was her mother, Jennifer.
I take a lot of just excitement and pride from it, knowing that Jeff is remembered in this way and wants to try to help other families, maybe make it a little bit easier for them.
You're a brave boy. Can I give that to you?
Watching Cindy Crawford with these young patients, it is hard to keep her cover girl image in mind. Posters and calendars don't have hearts. Cindy does. Michael Scott, Entertainment Tonight.
Well said, Michael. Thank you. In addition to her work at the hospital, Cindy donates her share of proceeds from calendar sales to leukemia research.
Michael Jackson has been a star since he was old enough to walk, earning multi-millions a year in record sales and commercial endorsements. Now in the midst of a huge international scandal, one in which no formal charges have been filed, Michael's world is beginning to unravel, and his biggest commercial backer has jumped ship. Michael Jackson's Dangerous Tour has been nothing but a headache from the start. Jackson canceled all remaining dates over the weekend, and now Pepsi, the official sponsor, has canned its sponsorship of the tour. Jackson and the soft drink firm have been the best of business friends for years, but Michael's admission that he's addicted to painkillers and recent accusations of child molestation are not good for the company's image, according to Scott Donaton of Advertising Age.
I think between the accusations against him and this latest admission on his part that Michael Jackson's career as an endorser is pretty much tarnished, probably permanently.
Tell me what will I do?
The tabloids have had a field day covering the story.
I can't take this stuff no more.
In London, reporters tried to pick up the trail of the Where's Michael Hiding story. They had lots of company, but there were no Michael sightings at this drug rehab clinic where there were rumors Michael might be checking in.
Everybody's chasing suppositions and chasing each other.
While reporters around the world continue to chase down the story, the rock superstar's career as a commercial spokesman is in grave danger.
If his popularity returns and comes back in this great way, he may become somewhat more glamorous again to advertisers. But the truth is that they don't like to take chances with someone whose image has been tarnished.
Fans in the media aren't the only ones not getting the whole story. The promoter of the concerts to have taken place in Puerto Rico later this month said he was never officially informed Jackson had canceled the tour. The promoter said he heard about it on television.
Tonight on the CBS sitcom Evening Shade, a big movie star out of Burt Reynolds' past shows up with a scheme to make everyone in town rich beyond their wildest dreams. She may have looked calm and cool, but Raquel Welch was a bundle of nerves when her first scene came up on Evening Shade. In it, she plays a famous Hollywood actress, a la Kim Basinger, with an interesting offer.
Would you wrap up the town to go?
I beg your pardon?
Evening Shade. I love it. And I'm going to buy it.
And cut.
Oh, I was just petrified. I was just catatonic. I mean, I was just so excited to work with Burt again because, you know, Burt and I did a couple of features together way back when I remember, you know.
We were big in movies one time.
And do you have a name? Well, I'm Cynthia Gibson.
I'm Nude Wooden.
But I was just so scared, you know, because this is a lot of dialogue. I mean, they gave me this amazing part. It was really fun, but tons of dialogue, you know, and I had so much to learn. And, you know, it was just a little bit unnerving.
I'm up already.
That's all right.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
That's okay.
We're all up.
Rosemary. I started. I know you did, but I got to preserve.
Are you okay right there? None of the guys went on a break this week, Jimmy. They just stayed here on the set and stared at Raquel.
I know it looks like an apple polishing, you know, that kind of thing, which I know you guys don't like, but he's...
No, they don't like that.
He's really a very special guy, you know. He's just so nice with everybody. He's just such a pleasure to work with. And, of course, it wasn't always like that.
No, I wasn't.
Reynolds directed this episode of Evening Shade, but series regular Charlie Dell, who plays Nub Oliver, may have had the best scene of the week.
I'm sorry, Ms. Gibson, but I'm building a treehouse on that lot, and there's nothing you can say or do. Boy, are you a good sport.
All the guys on the set have come up to me and said, do you need a stand-in? Do you know that you are standing in for all maledom? So it was heaven.
So two longtime friends got to work together again, and Burt says he knew Raquel would knock him dead.
It was unbelievable, the reception that she got, and it should be. I mean, it's this lady is an icon, and we're incredibly lucky to have her on the show.
We'll show you where Streisand lives, her sensuous side, and why does the producer kick the stuffing out of the star? Both of those stories later on Entertainment Tonight.
You know, there's nothing more fun than a vacation at sea. You can lounge in the fresh air, visit romantic ports, enjoy fine dining, great shows, pampered service. I love it here. There's so much to do.
Holly, Hal, hi, Kathy.
Hi, Richard. What are you doing here?
Having the time of my life.
Oh.
If my friends can't see me now.
Take a 3-, 4-, or 7-day vacation on Carnival, the most popular cruise line in the world.
I love this ship.
Flesh and blood. I'm here for you anytime.
Next on E.T., Nicole Kidman and the secret behind acting pregnant.
There's a brand new kind of snack chip with a brand new kind of crisp. Whoa! C.C. Ricer. There's never ever been a crispy, crunchy chip like this. Whoa! C.C. Ricer. Just leave it to those elves to lightly crisp some rice into a crunchy rice chip with a taste that's hot and stuff. Whoa! C.C. Ricer. Crispy, crunchy now. C.C. Ricer. They're from Keeper. Wow!
C.C. Ricers.
Pardon the intrusion. Iced draft from Budweiser. It's ice brewed, chilled below freezing until ice crystals form, then cold filtered. Rich, smooth. Remarkably easy to drink. Ice draft.
Why are you going to use the U.S. West Direct Yellow Pages? Because you need things right now. And where will you find things? Where smart shoppers find things. Right here. Just look at your choices. What brand do you want? What size? Who sells it and when are they open? How close are they? Wait a minute. What about delivery? What if you want to use U.S. West Direct to find the nearest accordion teacher at 2 a.m. in your flannels? Whatever. It's where to buy. U.S. West Direct.
It's him. El Radio Round Table.
El Pollo. Great chunks of chicken, yes.
El Carico.
Fresh chopped garlic, my friends, and ripe, fresh tomatoes. Italian herbs and spices. I thank you. You are welcome. The new chicken and garlic gourmet pizza from Round Table.
Nicole Kidman knows about being a mom. She and husband Tom Cruise are the adoptive parents of a 10-month-old girl. In her new movie, Nicole is carrying a child and a heavy burden. The child's father has cancer, and he's running out of time.
That's the heart.
Where? There, you see. Despite the heavy emotions of my life, Nicole Kidman says making the film was a joy. One reason is that she researched being pregnant, sometimes wearing a device called an empathy belly.
Flesh and blood. I'm here for you anytime.
I wore that around with all the weight, and it's like 30 pounds, and you have, you know, the big belly and all the weight here, and so I wore that. And then I also studied the way a pregnant woman walks, the way she sits down. So I really threw myself into it with enthusiasm because it was very exciting. I went and saw a live birth, which was just amazing, where I sat in the hospital room with the woman who was giving birth and the doctor.
Nicole admits that at other times filming this drama did take a toll. She had nightmares about her family and husband Tom Cruise.
I would, you know, wake up, you know, worried or scared, or all those fears that come up when you're doing that kind of topic.
Nicole says co-star Michael Keaton's humor on and off screen helped keep her spirits from getting too low.
Just drive carefully.
Otherwise you can get so heavy and it can get bogged down. And the film itself is a combination of both humor and drama. So you couldn't ever focus just on the drama. You know, it had to keep that lightness.
Joking. See ya.
Like the character Michael Keaton plays in the movie, Nicole takes her camcorder everywhere to take home videos of daughter Isabella Jane. And Nicole told us she's better behind the camera than her hubby Tom. My Life is in theaters now.
Already a review out on that, huh? A fight scene that makes the audience flinch takes stars who can pull the punches and still make them look like hard knocks. On the action series Renegade, it helps to have a producer who jumps right in the middle of it all.
Hey, you want to run? Hide some more?
In the action series Renegade, Lorenzo Lamas plays a cop on the lam from the law, framed by a corrupt colleague. Stephen Cannell plays the bad guy, and what makes his recurring role unique is he's also the show's creator and the producer.
These are real.
Yeah, so there we have it.
But it was great
a
because...
classic relationship between producer and actor.
That's right.
There you have it.
Lorenzo, who is skilled in the martial arts, is coaching Cannell for a stunt fight he'll have with guest star Charles Napier.
Now, what's the rule about holding guns on people on the show?
No, you can't hold it up here.
The scene calls for Cannell and Napier to take a fall off a wall, and it's up to stunt coordinator Russell Solberg to ensure they have a safe landing.
I have some foam pads that I'll set down on the ground first, and then put one box to go in, and then lay a tarp, which makes a pretty good pad.
Then it's time for the big fall over the wall.
Give me the gun.
Cut.
Okay.
Hey, Mikey.
Yeah.
Nice toss.
Okay.
So
I'd go off a wall with you any day.
Charlie.
But wait, there's more. They have to gear up for their knockdown, drag-out fight scene. Lorenzo has some tips as they rehearse.
Can I suggest? You're throwing your fist so far over his head that it's looking like a miss.
And ready, Mike? Action.
When the cameras finally roll, those punches look pretty real. Put together the whole fight scene, and it looks like this.
Dad!
All in all, Lorenzo said he was mighty impressed with his boss's tough performance.
You're the greatest stuntman / producer, actor, writer I've ever met.
Really? I'm probably the only one. I'm probably the only one that owns all
The
those
only one.
types.
What's this? There's white things in the air. What's this?
Next on E.T., we'll show you the face of the guy who sings like a skeleton.
They've got the look. They've got the style.
Bad timing.
They've got a problem.
My rear is killing me.
They're three courageous guys.
Those musketeers are a menace.
Out to prove it's one for all. And all for fun. The Three Musketeers.
God, I love my work.
Rated PG. Now playing at a theater near you. Check newspaper for showtimes.
Kraft helps you make holiday magic with Velveeta salsa dip. Start with Velveeta, then add salsa. Cheddar can't melt this smooth and creamy. Look on the box for the Velveeta cheese spread salsa dip recipe. For a dip so cheesy good, they'll think it's incredible. Make holiday magic with Velveeta.
He was one of the most public figures of our time. But his private life was a mystery.
There was always something lonely to me about Jack Kennedy.
Now, through insiders and never-before-seen home movies, you'll come closer to the man.
Here is this gorgeous guy who was a terrible flirt.
Closer to the secrets.
He was obviously scared of getting too close to people.
And closer to the truth than ever before. A rare and intimate portrait of Jack Kennedy. Wednesday.
Water, the giver of life. But even in a fancy bottle, it's still kind of dull. Unless you're a cow, in which case it's quite handy for making milk. And if we add a little culture, for making marvelous Dairy Gold cheeses. Then again, we can also back up, give it a good shake, and make sweet, velvety Dairy Gold butter. Either of which tastes better on a baked potato than water. Dairy Gold, a delicious way to live.
The Three Musketeers won the box office duel on its first weekend. Carlito's Way opened up in second place. The Nightmare Before Christmas tied for the third spot with newcomer My Life. Cool Runnings was fifth. The Nightmare Before Christmas has become one of this fall's major hits with its creepy creature meets Kris Kringle story. But it is the music that has Leonard Maltin going boingo. Leonard.
Well, John, 10 years ago, Danny Elfman was known as a member of the offbeat group Oingo Boingo. Then he wrote the irresistible music score for Pee-wee's Big Adventure and launched himself on a career as a film composer that's still soaring. If you saw Batman or Midnight Run or even Summersby, or if you watched The Simpsons, you've heard his music. And now he's added another feather to his cap with the songs and score for The Nightmare Before Christmas.
What is this? It's someplace new.
Not your ordinary animated film. And not your traditional Hollywood musical. The Nightmare Before Christmas is full of fresh and original ideas. Some from the mind of creator Tim Burton, and others from the musical imagination of composer and performer Danny Elfman. Monsters in Manhattan, I'll come alive. A charter member of the rock group Oingo Boingo, Danny has now become a respected film composer, and he agreed to show me around his workplace.
What you don't see here is the apparatus that they set up behind the chair that holds my eyes open like in Clockwork Orange.
Danny's high-tech workshop enabled him to create professional-sounding demo tapes of all the songs for Nightmare Before Christmas and try them out for Tim Burton and director Henry Selick.
What's this? There's white things in the air. What's this? I can't believe my eyes. I must be dreaming. Wake up, Jack. This isn't fair. What's this?
What Elfman hadn't anticipated was doing the singing voice of his central character, Jack Skellington.
I did the demos, and at a certain point, I went to Tim and I said, there's a lot of better singers than I am, but Jack is for me. He is me. And Tim agreed. Developing the character with Tim was just great. Suddenly, I really got to dig my hands into something and create with this image, with this incredible image that Tim had given me and these pictures. He had these great drawings that he'd done. And then to kind of flesh it out and try to bring it to life in the songs was really wonderful. And we wanted to make it a real old-fashioned musical where the story is being told in the songs.
Danny's respect for film music is enormous, but he's also inspired by a house full of artifacts he's gathered around the world, from Mexican Day of the Dead skeletons to a shrunken head and a disembodied finger of long ago. No wonder he identifies so strongly with the skeletal character in Nightmare Before Christmas. As bizarre as some of this may seem, and as wild as Oingo Boingo can get, when it comes to composing, Danny is serious and enthusiastic. No electronics for him. He's hooked on the sound of an orchestra.
The whole fun of it, the whole insanity of it is getting there in front of 70, 80, 90 pieces and wrestling with this thing and getting it to sound right. It's such a great high.
And that sound is a real high for moviegoers, too.
So now correct me if I'm wrong. This looks like fun. This looks like fun. Oh, could it be I got my wish? What's this?
He's a very talented fellow, and I look forward to everything he has on his slate, including his dream project, a live-action musical. That's something that'll be worth waiting for.
Sounds like he could have a singing future, too.
Oh, yeah, he definitely did. Yeah. His performances with Oingo Boingo are legend.
Yes, well, and his singing on the track of Nightmare Before Christmas is wonderful.
Great, thanks, Leonard.
Thank you. Barbra Streisand is on the A-list of stars who demand privacy, but now she's showing where and how she lives in a magazine. We'll turn the pages for you with tonight's coming attractions. Barbra Streisand shows off one of her 5 Los Angeles homes in the new Architectural Digest. The singer is an avid collector, and this Art Deco house is chock full of Barbra's Art Deco furnishings. Editor-in-Chief Paige Rent says Streisand's tastes are evident, especially in this room.
My observation is that she likes the bedroom a lot. It's very dramatic. It's a very dramatic bed, and it's sort of on a stepped-up platform. The color is very emotional, and I think that says perhaps a lot about the sensuous side of her nature.
Architectural Digest hits newsstands tomorrow.
Who holds more television Emmy Awards than any other male star? The answer is coming up in today's birthdays.
Bugle Boy, casual clothes for the family. They're even more comfortable when you see the price.
I lost my shoes, I broke my arm, and my socks didn't match. I was as sorry as your average chicken sandwich. And then I tried McDonald's new McGrill Chicken Extra Value Meal. A marinated chicken breast with Monterey Jack, sweet red onions, and tangy herb dressing on a bakery roll, plus fries and a Coke. Well, my arm got better, my socks both matched, and I just found a Rembrandt in my garage.
Coincidence? We don't think so. Try the new McGrill Chicken Sandwich Extra Value Meal. Further proof that what you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
In Oregon, some of our most dedicated athletes will never have an agent. Never see their face on a cereal box. Never have a shoe named in their honor. But while high school sports may lack the glamour of the big time, it's still important to the thousands of kids who choose to compete, even without a contract. And at the Oregonian, that's important enough for us.
Tomorrow, it's off to Paris for an exclusive look at the new Folies Bergère. We won't hide a thing right here on Entertainment Tonight.
Celebrating a birthday this Monday, November the 15th, actor Sam Waterston is 53. Actress Joanna Barnes, 59 today. Singer Petula Clark turns 61. The actor who holds the most Emmy Awards is Ed Asner, and today he's 64. And Judge Joseph Wapner is 74 years old today.
I know you're used to loosey-goosey, but I run a much tighter ship.
Mrs. Doubtfire is a proper British nanny who's matronly, meddlesome, and just a wee bit manly. She also bears more than a passing resemblance to Robin Williams.
Surprise!
On tomorrow's show, Bob Goen finds out just how much Robin liked getting in touch with his feminine side.
I tried different voices. At first, I a little bit of
Julia Childs, but it just looks like she's had a few Glenfiddicks. I didn't know if that would be frightening for the children every day. Bon appetit!
Robin Williams cooking up laughs and drag tomorrow on Entertainment Tonight.
Dustin Hoffman and now Robin Williams. I'm starting to get worried. For our Monday Goodbye music, a first look at a brand new video that will run in its entirety tomorrow night on MTV.
Here comes Sting, Rod Stewart, and Bryan Adams with a theme song from the Three Musketeers. No sword fighting in the living room, please.
Enjoy. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Now